Hello, welcome in. Looks like we got a few people in here now. So, yeah, welcome in. We're gonna build Venat, Heart of Hidalin. Oh, God. Yeah, my Final Fantasy lore is basically non existent. But this is what we're trying to build today. I've seen this thing a little bit. I got schooled by it in a draft the other day. Which wasn't super enjoyable. But actually, I don't know. I've been looking at this thing and I'm like, I picked up a copy for Tap Creature Tribal, and then I started looking at it. I'm like, this is actually probably a pretty legit commander. So started thinking about it. We're gonna do like a very quick kind of speed run build of it, just because I want to try to get a game in, and it's already super late at my time here. So probably not going to be a super long stream, but hopefully we can get some stuff done. Okay, so I copied this list in from a different list of, and looked like an equipment list. So, probably make sure that's turned up. That's turned up. Uh, the audio is working, by the way, right? Can you guys hear me? Check, check. What will it take to get more Gishath after the new Jurassic World? Probably not that much, for being completely honest. Uh, Excellent. Just wanted to make sure the audio's coming through. I always forget to plug stuff in when I do this. Yeah. So, oh man, let's see. Because I'm going out of town on Thursday, so the new movie comes out. I think over the weekend, so that's a thing. My friend got a special screening of it. He works at DreamWorks, and they're owned by Universal. So they get a special employee screening of it, which he saw tonight. His reviews weren't amazing, but I don't really care. I'm gonna go see it either way. Anyway, we've got a very standard mono white deck. We need to get some stuff out of this. That's cool. Get rid of that. Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe. Maybe on the Stoneforge. Lion Sash. Oh no. Oh no. They changed the key bindings again on me. Where's the key bindings? Is it this one? Need the zoom. Where is the zoom? Manual zoom Z. Got it. Cool. Okay. Lion Sash is not legendary. Get rid of it. Oh man, I never got to really use these invasions. I need to build the invasion deck still. I always wanted to mess with those. Cool, got a few more people. Welcome in. We are building Venat, Heart of Hidalin, and we're going to try to do it fairly quickly and get into a game here as quick as we reasonably can. I copied this list in, and I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to cut. Oh, that's a cool card. I like that one. Okay, looks like we got some 4 drops we can get rid of here. Keeper Mural is fantastic. That's fantastic. That we don't need. I don't think we need that. Don't need that. Don't need Stone Hewer. Oh. Archon of Coronation is a fun card. I haven't played it in a long time. I need to build another mono white deck. I have been playing a teeny bit of Commander in Paper the past 2 weeks or so. I have a friend that's got me back into it. And I realized that I pulled my mono. I always had like a frame of a mono white deck, and I would kind of swap out commanders and change the deck. But I actually pulled the entire deck apart, and the whole thing is disassembled right now, which actually makes me a little sad. So may need to put that back together. We don't need a lot of this stuff. That's cool. Heirloom Blade's kind of cool. Hearth and Home is amazing. Down, yeah, we still need to get rid of way more stuff. Go with that, expedition map. Esper Sentinel's too good. I guess we don't need. Which one's this? That one's kind of cool. I like that one. We'll get rid of this one. I think this one's less good. Search for Glory seems very good about what we'll be doing. We're going to be trying to do legendary stuff. That cares about legendaries. Alright, what else are we getting rid of? Steel Shaper's mother. Oh, let's see. What can we cut? I like all of these cards. We only have, what, 13 slots? I'm going to pull up EDA track on the other screen. Yeah, we're just going to EDA track this and kind of probably not get too creative with it tonight just because we're short on time. I really just want to get a feel for it and just kind of see what it's all about. See if it's as good as I think it is, because to me, it looks pretty strong. Let's see. It says we need the Wind Crystal. That one looks like it makes sense. Add that. Let's see. Wrenches. Another target legendary permanent you control gains indestructible for as long. Ooh, that seems good. Thrancid? Is that what it's called? Thancred? Oh man. Yep. Can you guys tell? I've never played Final Fantasy. Is that abundantly clear? Entries, you may draw a card and target opponent may draw a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, if it isn't that player's turn. Oh, that's pretty cool also. Okay, we'll jam that thing in. Tataru. Urza's Ruinous Blast. That seems like a magic card. Seems like a magic card we want. Add that. Flowering of the White Tree. Very legit. God, I hate how slow Moto is. Yoshimaru. Gandalf. Get Gandalf in here. It's like Heroes Podium and Tashar. Lauren's already in the deck. Sinu Keen-Eyed Protector. Interesting looking card. Popped onto my radar yesterday. I actually did a search for all the new tap creature tribal cards for over the past year or so, because I haven't kept up on them super well. And actually looks fun in that deck. I don't know how good it'll be yet, but seems interesting. Ooh, that's a nice legend. Boromir is a deck that I actually wanted to build and never got around to. Oketra's Monument, most definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good one, right? Yeah, let's get that one. Oketra's. We get this Oketra? Why not? All the Oketras. Get some Thalias. Get that one. The Lancers. Get Guardian of Thraben. Get Adeline. for getting Adeline. We're going to get Brimaz because we never get to run Brimaz anymore. Sword of the Animus should already be. Yep, Animus is in here. Day of Destiny, there's a fun one. I know I have one of those in a box somewhere. I don't know that I've ever used it. I think it's been sitting there since like 2011. Day of Destiny, yeah, all right. If we're doing that, we're probably going to want, what's it called? Hero's Blade? Yep, getting the apostrophe right in that one's always going to be. I'll dig it up after. Legendary equipment, that's probably an easier way to do it. Blade. Can only be so many of those. Did it work? There it is, Hero's Blade. Love that. Rosa Resolute White Mage. Reach flying at the beginning of your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control, gains lifelink until end of turn. That's actually also decent. I had been talking about for a while, like a couple years ago, about how like it's surprisingly hard to just like give something lifelink in white. There wasn't like a commander that does it that just says, "Hey, your guys have lifelink and go forth and have lifelink," which is very strange to me. Skrelv. Let's get Skrelv. We have the good Odric already. We do kind of want the first one also. Unblockable is always fun. There's the first one. Why is that stuck? No idea. Got that. And Offenza. Offenza looks fun. And Offenza. Get Heliod. Maybe we're going hard on the 4-drops. How many creatures do we have? 33. And we probably need to cut a whole bunch of things. Hey, what up? This is... Hey, Jake. This is me building a deck and me trying to get it ready to go play a game. Let's see. What do we need? All right. I need you guys to start throwing cool white legendaries at me that I'm not thinking about in this moment. I feel like we've exhausted everything EDH Rec is going to give us easily here. Oh, McKay is kind of fun. Mural, Baird is sort of interesting. Witch Blessed Meadow. There's a cool flip land. Kabira Takedown should be okay in this deck. Oh, Valkmira. Yeah, we got to get Redain. Can't not have Redain. Okay, that is 116. See if there's any like other crazy synergy pieces that we're missing. Great, everything's deciding to go slow right now. Love that. While that's happening, we can cut stuff. Let's see. Guardian of Faith is a really good protection spell. We'll get rid of the Light and Shadow. It's definitely good, but could easily be a home in here, but we gotta get rid of stuff. So, there it goes. Doomscar Route. We need to add, what's it called? Final Showdown instead of Route is the upgrade. Let's instance all look like just removal and protection. You know, I do want to try Dawn's Truce. We'll put that over the Guardian of Faith. Dawn's Truce. Let's see, we'll get a True Conviction in here, because got to have those. Chroma's Will's already in here. That's our finisher. Oh, we got to get an Elish Norn. Maybe a couple Elish Norns? Let's get some Elish Norns. All the Elish Norns? Maybe? Definitely Grand Cenobite. I mean, Mother of Machines is just good. I don't really know what this one does. This one's more confusing, but we'll jam it in. We're at 119. We got to cut a lot of stuff. I like Commander's Plate, but I'm going to get rid of it. Just got to get rid of stuff. And I got to not take an hour to do it. So, in Latent Tutor... how bad do we want a Hero's Podium, I guess, is the question. Mask of Memory, Swiftfoot Boots... Animist, Tome of Legends, Dousing Dagger. I'm going to skip Dousing Dagger. Works best when you have evasion. I don't know that we have tons of evasion out of the gate with this deck. Instead of Knight of the White Orchid, I'm going to try Walking Atlas. Actually, we probably need to get rid of all of them altogether. Stoneforge is too good to get rid of. Open the Armory. I will cut open the Armory. Invasion of Gobakon. Not really part of our deck, but I just kind of want to play it. Really haven't seen it. I would like to see it one time. Dismantling Wave. I like Duelist Heritage, but it's not like... It's not critical to make the deck work. Search for Glory. Teferi's. Thalia. Adeline, Brimaz. We're at 114. Oh, God. So that's like... Yeah, that's still a lot of cuts to go. A lot of cuts to go. Get rid of Enlightened Tutor. Get rid of... I don't really want to get rid of the boots. I feel like we need the boots. Heirloom Blade is cool, but... Yeah, we can live without it. Like, a lot of the legendaries in white are probably humans. So you can do some fun stuff with that, but it's just, I don't know. Savine's is good, but we have a little bit of other reanimation in the deck. I'll probably add Ascend from Avernus here. Just try to get a lot of reanimation all at once. Add that. Should have Ameria in the deck. Ameria is in the deck. Cathedral of Ore does not need to be in this deck. We'll get rid of that one. We're at 111. Okay, what else are we getting rid of? 22 drops seems like probably too many. But they're all so good. Felwar Stone's the worst of the bunch. Anything at 3 we can get rid of. We'll get rid of Inspiring Statuary. You could easily run that, but Final Fantasy White deck. Yep, that's what we're doing. 10 to go. Yeah, actually, we don't have life gain, but the cost reduction is very cool. Yeah, that's all white spells. Oh, yeah, we should add Pro Medallion. Pro Medallion will be significantly better than Felwar Stone. Do that. Let's see. I'm gonna get rid of Mom in favor of Skrelv. I know Mom is better, but we gotta cut stuff. Gotta get rid of stuff. Teveries, Thalia, Brimas, Mangara. Let's see. That replaces the land. That replaces the land. Live without. Sarah's cool, but I don't think we need it. Don't really need High Market in this deck. Nor Gyre Reach. Which means we can add some planes back in. War Room, Thespian. Basic planes. Snow covered. Oh, yeah, let's get an Archaeomancer's map big time. Tithe, Archaeomancer's map. You know, I'm gonna cut Esper Sentinel, which I'm sure is incorrect. I'm curious to see how strong the draw off Venat is. I'm going to cut Tome of Legends for the same reason, even though it should almost definitely be in here. Invasion of Gobakon is definitely out, even though it makes me sad. I feel like we can live without Gift. Yeah, we can live without Gift. We have Tithe and Archaeomancer's map. That should be plenty. Plus card draw in our command zone. Nykthos is in the deck. That'll be very strong. Oh, Nyx's Lotus might be a card we want. Let's see. You were 5 to go. It's like 1 from each column, basically. I know it's not correct, but we're going to get rid of Swiftfoot Boots. We've got Greaves. Really should run both. Really, really should run both. Still have 34 creatures. Let's get rid of the weird Elish Norn. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. I don't think it actually does that much for us. Down to 103. 2, 3, 4. Showdown, Blacksmith Skill. Oh, we should probably have Linvala in here. So many 4-drops, though. Just tons of 4-drops. What does this thing do on the backside? You get +1/+1. Gains indestructible. That creature was legendary. Draw a card. Oh, we should add, what's it called? Undo Inversion? Is that the one? Yeah, we'll put Undo Inversion in over a land. Still at 103. Probably need to get rid of a 4-drop. Sun Titan, too good. True Conviction, Austere Command. Let's see, Skull Clamp, 103. We'll get rid of this Thalia, even though I want to run it. I mean, it's going to hurt us, too. We're not exactly super well-suited to take great advantage of it, so. 102. Bastion Protector out. I mean, it's really good, but 2 to go. Am I going to get rid of Keeper? We have, what do we have? We have Archaeomancers and Tithe. Those only search lands. Keeper actually catches you up. Yeah, we'll keep Keeper then. Got Gisela. Got Eternal Oketra. Thalia's Lancers. Bruna, Elish Norn. Ascend from Avernus. Oh, we got Weather Wayfarer also. Could probably get rid of one of those. Maybe. I'm gonna get rid of Steel Shaper's Gift. And then what are we at? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4 flip lands. That's 36. We can get rid of 1 land. All right, we've got a deck. Here we go. Gonna fire it up. Dang, it's a shame. It's midnight and the deck isn't finished, or I would bring the Spicy Boros +1 counter deck with Sephiroth. Yeah. Play as you play. Good luck. Have fun. 0 salt. I don't know how I feel about that. Looks like this seems like a place for us. Sephiroth, is that not what I said? What did I say? Again, I've never played Final Fantasy. My Final Fantasy lore is basically non existent. Looks like we're going to join that other game because they have players. So hopefully we don't get blown out, just demolished. That'd be terrible. Need one player. It's pronounced Sephiroth. So F sound. Got it. Got it. There's no way to know. Okay. There was no way to know because I skipped all. How many Final Fantasy games are there? Like 16 of them or something. I missed every single one of them. I played about 10 minutes of 7 on, I think, the original PlayStation? Yeah, I think it was the original PlayStation. Cards I would add, let's see. Definitely want a Linvala in here for the next game. She's just too good. Who do you cut? Yeah, all the cool legends are 4 mana, which is unfortunate. Trying to figure out how good this one is. Like 1-0 is fine. It's cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get rid of Gandalf. Aerith and Orin. Whenever you gain life, dies X counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of counters on. Oh yeah, that's a thing. You need to be more into life gain, which we aren't at the moment, though. Okay, we got a game. Let's see. This looks like a mulligan to me. Oh, Ancient Tomb. Oh, that's interesting. We don't have the second white for our commander if we did. Huh. What are we facing? Ugh, Omnath. 2 blue-red decks. Don't like that at all. I'm going to mulligan because I'm not... Our land count is like skimping a little and... Okay, this has... maybe better mana? Worst case scenario, we can use Search for Glory to go get a legendary land if this doesn't pan out, so we'll keep this. No idea if they're good, you just like the characters? Yeah, the one effect that I read there, I mean, in the right deck, like you can't just jam it everywhere, but in a deck that's built for it, it actually looks very strong. Two blue-red decks, huh? This would be the time for that 2-mana Thalia. Where'd that run off to? Come on, Misspell Plains, let's go. Yeah, could use another white mana source. Go check on our legendary lands real quick. Ameria, somehow not legendary. Faithless Looting. Gross. Well, there's Nykthos, but Nykthos doesn't help our early game at all. Somehow we don't have a white-producing legendary land. That's unfortunate. Oh, Mox Diamond? Mystic Remora? I mean, we should probably just scoop this game. Yeah, we're going to scoop this game, right? If they're going turn 1, Mox Diamond into Mystic, right, this is a CDH deck, so we'd be wasting our time. And time is precious. So, out we go from that. Make a game. And then we go back to waiting. Oh, that's weird. We can just watch this while the thing tries to, yeah, it's probably gonna be tough to get a game at this time of night. No, we can join this one. The city town stuff from Final Fantasy I saw in the draft looked interesting. Yeah, I didn't. In my draft, I didn't run into a lot of that mechanic. I was doing other stuff. Oh, hey, our game started. Cool. Hopefully, this will be a little bit more well balanced than Blue Red CEDH. One, two, 3 lands. All right. Looks decent. We got a redraw right here. This looks super cute in this with this commander because let's see. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability can trigger only once each turn. If you do this at someone's end step, you can get another draw, which seems very legit. So I hope we get to do that in this game. I'm really sad a midnight stream is something PJ I can't stay up to watch, but I've missed PJ videos. Yeah, sorry. Life be busy and hard, and I've been working way too much. I was working pretty much until I started this stream. So that was fun. Mrs. Bumbleflower, why do I feel like I should be scared of this? Whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. The second time it resolves, you draw 2 cards. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Ulamog. What? If you cast this, target opponent exiles the top half of their library. Wow, that's awful. Shout out to those of us on 50+ hour work weeks. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, man. Yeah, the short answer is I work in IT, but things have been a little crazy lately, so there's been a lot to do. And, yeah, so been working too much, been tired, haven't really had a lot of time to focus on Magic. Played a few games here and there in paper over the past couple weeks, which is exciting. There is something for me that like is exciting to play without having to think about content, and just like literally playing for fun. You sort of forget what that's like when you do as much content as I've done. Crack the Flooded Strand. Get our Misvale Plains. And we'll pass like that. Oh, is that Liz? Liz, is that you? I didn't recognize your screen name. Yes, I played many games with my friend Liz over the weekend, and it was a wonderful time. It wasn't this past weekend, but I think it was the weekend before. Uh, she got to experience Tap Creature Tribal for the first time. I let her play it, and it was, as expected, the most ridiculous thing ever. There's a Tataru. We have one of those in our deck. Enters you and target opponent. Hey, we're going to get to draw a card. Love that for us. Draw a card. Champion's Helm. Jake, I slept while you did that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Guys, I have IRL friends, and they're watching the stream. Can confirm, Tap Creature Tribal changed your life. It changed my life too, because yeah, it brings me so much joy. It's not even like it's a deck where you don't have to win with it to have fun, which is what I like. Like, I can lose with that deck, and as long as I got to tap enough things, I feel very satisfied about how things turn out. Tap creatures touched you inappropriately. uh, Show me on the doll where the deck touched you. I said deck. So we'll give our commander a read for anyone that's joined in late here. Watching me play Tap Creature Tribal is like watching a kid in a candy store. Yeah, that is there is a certain element of truth to that. I guess we'll hold on to that Marsh Flats. I don't know why we would need it, but I'll play the planes, get the boots, pass like that. So I feel good about our setup here because we can cast our commander next turn, put the boots on it, keep it nice and protected, maybe poke somewhere if we want to. And then we should be well set up to start drawing stuff with like Bremas and do the Scouts Warning thing and all that kind of stuff. Seems very exciting. Tappy untappy. Watch me play a tap untap elf mana deck. There was one of those way back in the day. What's the name of that card? Nettle Sentinel? Was that right? Something like that. There's a 1 mana elf that untaps and used to do ridiculous things. Now you can just play Marwyn as a commander, and that's just untap Marwyn, make all the mana that's ever existed. That deck does exist. All right. Yep. Taking a read of our commander. We got Venat, Heart of Hidalin. Jake, can I get a pronunciation on that last word there? Thank you. Please and thank you. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn, and then you can pay 7, exile target non-land permanent, only as a sorcery, and transform it. And can we get to the backside from here? Yep. On the backside, we got a 4/4 that's indestructible, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature you control until your next turn. It gains indestructible. If that creature is legendary, draw a card. I love that they stapled that last part on there because, like, normally in years past they wouldn't have. But I like that you can maintain the card draw on both faces of the commander, and the indestructible bit like really does lend itself to like drop a lot of board wipes in the late game. Hydalin. Hydalin, thank you. We got to get these things right. Combos with a ham sandwich, too. Yep. Let's see what else we're looking at. I haven't seen this one. Uh, Clevelino, First of the Blessed. 3 mana 2/2. Whenever you attack, target vampire that isn't a demon becomes a demon in addition to its other types it gains. When this creature dies, draw a card and create a tapped 4/3 white-black vampire demon with flying. That's kind of interesting. Looks kind of cute. You got a Cruel Celebrant, which makes me a little nervous about aristocrat stuff. But Bumbleflower we already read. I didn't actually read the Ulamog. Whenever you cast this, opponent exiles the top half of their library. That's disgusting. I mean, that alone, like, can kind of make you lose a game if, like, you just lose all the things you need, right? Ward, sacrifice 2 permanents, enters with the number of +1/+1 counters equal to the greatest mana value of cards in exile. Okay, so it gets bigger. Has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, that's all. And they be ramping. We got Karn that makes Power Stones, not the disgusting Karn that shuts down all artifacts, thankfully. Let's see how much mana they're on. Probably going to need to be careful with that. Oh, there's a Heartbeat of Spring in play? Oh my. All right, well, this thing's just got serious now. Okay. Play this Marsh Flats. Crack this Marsh Flats. Get a Plains. So in theory, we have 6 mana, so I think we can just go Commander Rimaz? Wait. That's not what I think it is? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Cast our Commander. Cast Brimaz. We got to draw a card. Makes me happy. We draw Senju. Cool. I've been wanting to get a look at that. Put the boots on Brimaz. Go to combat. Swing into the Karn. We make some 1/1s. Send the 1/1 into the Karn. And Karn will be at 1, which will be good. Worried about this Heartbeat of Spring, though. Move the boots over to our commander. I want to keep that in play. And we'll pass like that. Like, Heartbeat of Spring, yeah, Heartbeat of Spring is not a thing that I want to stay in play. So I guess what that means... Yeah, on our next turn, we should probably just exile it because, I mean, we're probably going to be looking at an Ulamog, like, any second. For... They can literally play Ulamog next turn. Yeah, wow. Wow, awesome. Yeah, don't love a Heartbeat. And, like, we just hit their Karn, so, like, they're probably going to hit us, right? I'm guessing Bumbleflower is like probably the main threat, but based on what I'm seeing so far, like if you're running this card, I'm very nervous. Stuff like this went out of fashion a long time ago, and like if you're playing Heartbeat of Spring, that means you have things to do with that mana, and things can get pretty wild. Let's see, we got a vampire. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, put a +1 counter on it, you gain a life. Attacks return up to 1 target permanent with mana value less than or equal to its power. That's cool. Yeah, this is a free-for-all right now. There are no teams. So 1v1v1v1. Is that enough ones? I don't know. Yeah, I guess if you want to speed a game up, this is also a thing that's probably going to accomplish that, so. But, yeah, I mean, the way that our commander is set up is, like, supposed to be more of like an incidental value. It's not like this isn't going to be a particularly fast deck, I don't think. Helm of Awakening, yeah, that's why I'm nervous. That is why I'm nervous. With yeah, so this is Group Hug, Eldamri's Vineyard, a Bumbleflower. Activate a Makokoro. We get to draw a card. There's a land. Probably need to turn our attention over here. How big's this thing? It's an 0-3. How big's that? It's a 1-5. Can't really plow through it. So yeah, like our top end is, yeah, this deck is really made to like kind of go low and slow. That's yeah, we're not made to just ramp to big dumb finishing. So that's a concern. That is a concern. Keeper. What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Keeper should be able to get us at least one land. With the heartbeat out is a pretty big deal, but I mean, part of me just wants to get rid of the heartbeat. Although, if there's more stuff out there, then yeah, with Helm of Awakening and the Vineyard already out, I don't know that it makes that much sense to shoot one because the other stuff just kind of continues all the same problems. Just a heads up, if someone blinks the Ulamog, it will see itself in exile. When the ability checks for his counter's Annihilator, be careful if you blink it as a mono white combat trick. Oh, let's see what. Whenever you, so you have to cast it. Ward, sacrifice two permanents. That's disgusting. If you exile it, it will see itself. I'm very confused about that interaction or why that would be relevant. Oh, you're saying when it comes back, it's gonna have what 7+1? No, equal to the greatest mana value. So it's gonna get 10 counters on it if you blink it. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. I could see that being an issue. I could see that being an issue. Yeah, the concern now is that like our deck really doesn't go big enough to utilize all the ramp that's probably about to be given to us. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Giving it +10 is actually legit scary. Thankfully, it doesn't have trample, but yeah, that is actually a thing to be a little cautious of. Now, if we just get this player to actually take their turn. We should probably try to get Mangara and Keeper. Mangara will keep our hand full so that we can keep playing stuff. Keeper helps with the lands, and lands are doubled, so yeah. Oh, it gets Annihilator X. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Annihilator X, where X is the number of counter. Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's a problem. That is a problem. I wonder if they run Voyager Staff. That seems like something you probably run in that deck. If that's the thing that you're doing. I don't know. I'm not aware of any other colorless blink effects like that. They might exist, but Voyager Staff's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. Is opponent gonna time out? It would save me a world of heartache and not have to like get half of our library exiled. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, Conjurer's Closet does work. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. I guess Hearth and Home. Hearth and Home will blink. It's colorless. Okay, so there's a few options. There's a few decent options. What up? We are currently waiting for opponents. It's been a couple minutes, so I'm crossing my fingers they're going to time out so that we don't get half our library exiled. And really just kind of focus on the Bumbleflower deck over here that seems to be wanting to do wild stuff. I'm going to read this thing again just so I make sure I understand it. So you exile to gain 2 life and scry 2. Whenever a legendary creature attacks and isn't blocked, this card is exiled, put it on the battlefield, attacking. Cool. Oh yeah, we got to be getting down there now. The timer's 5 minutes before it kicks them out. Ah, there they go. All right. Hopefully this trigger doesn't crash the game. Into our turn. There's a land. There's a trigger for us. All right. Don't have to deal with this Eldrazi thing. Fantastic. And maybe even get to bed at a reasonable hour. So play the Arid Mesa. I think we want as much white mana as we can get. Oh, stuff's happening. Yep, that's going to get bigger. Get a plains. Okay, so yeah, we want the Mangara definitely. We draw a card. There's Redain. Is there any reason to think that we need Valkmira? That's life loss, isn't it? Yeah, that's life loss, so Valkmira doesn't help with that. Or do we shoot... Yeah, do we shoot the Heartbeat and... transform our commander, because that could be interesting also. We could also get Keeper, or we could transform the commander. I think... I don't like everyone having double mana, if I'm being completely honest, so... I think we slow this game down. I mean, we might as well be the last one to take advantage of it, right? Oh, yeah, we can just do it like this. Okay, yep. Yeah, let's just do it. Shoot this Heartbeat. Transform this commander. Let's get a look at the transformed commander. Ooh, still got the boots on it. Love that. So yeah, now we got the 4/4, and we should be able to draw another card, which will be exciting. Move the boots over to Mangara. +1/+1 counter. I guess we put it on Brimaz. Brimaz is a 4/5. That's still a 3/3. 2/4. That's an 0/3. Yeah, we can swing into the Bumbleflower deck. Brimaz token. Send that in over there. Things are going well. Also, we drew another card. We're actually going to have to discard because we have too many. Part of me is like, maybe the double mana is helping us just because, like, we have way more cards than everyone else, but we'll get rid of the Bonders Enclave. We need to get rid of 2? Oh, my. What else are we getting rid of? Champion's Helm, I guess. I don't see a huge need for it at the moment. Alright, have a good night. Valkmira could counter the death triggers that target you, even if none are showing right now. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of the vampire stuff is life loss, though. They're not usually damage, are they? I'm not seeing anything... You know, if there's like a red deck at the table, then, like, sure, 1 damage triggers could be a thing, but... Let's consider this, that the Bumbleflower deck is trying to make all the mana, so the front side of Verdane's probably more powerful. Also, snowlands your opponent's control enter tapped, so yeah, okay. I think I talked myself into the Redane side, but Valkmira is a really cool card. I still need to figure out how to build that deck. I never actually sat down and figured out. I'm gonna find something that like a color. I mean, it's probably not gonna be a white card. It's probably gonna be a colorless card that like does 1 damage to everything. It's got to be a source an opponent controls though. That's the tricky part. Yep. Because I for the longest time I wanted to do Mana Barb's Valkmira, but that does not work because opponent must control the thing. Yep, opponent's also going to attack the Bumbleflower. Love that. Love that. Let's see. When it attacks, they return one target permanent. Graveyard to the battlefield. They don't have any, so that'll fizzle. Play donate goat and give them mana barbs. Yeah, that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work to make that happen. Zedru mana barbs with Valkmira. Okay, that's better. It's a little better. Okay, now we're cooking. I don't know why. I just like this card. Like, it's not the best at any one thing that it does, but it kind of just does a lot of little things that can kind of be awesome. And, like, I get that Commander isn't really about doing little things anymore. It's about usually doing either, like, a lot of medium-sized things, or, like, a still fair amount of big things. Like, little incremental advantages, it's not really where Commander's at. But, yeah, I don't know, something like this just, yeah, I don't know. I just like it. Just makes me happy. Do wish it said Angel in the creature type, though. I might just jam it into my Angel deck because it's just, like, good and fun. Carries Mask of Memory early in the game, which is huge. There's a Horn of Greed. Yep, more stuff. I'm going to pump up the Vampire. Oh, when you said donate goat, I didn't realize you were talking about Zedru. I thought you were talking specifically about like giving them goats with like, or giving them like squirrels with the thing. And hey, we get to draw a card. Love that. Thespian stage. Nothing worth copying yet. There's a Temple of the False God. It's okay. You forget how slow Magic Online is when you haven't played for a while. That's a Farseek. Okay. Queen. That's something I looked at for Tap Creature Tribal. I never actually tested it out. Each player may draw a card, then each player. Giving everyone a lot of cards. I mean, yeah, that was the concern. The concern was you're giving a lot of other cards to other players. And I get that, like, what's it? Green White Selvala kind of does the same thing, but at least it also gives you the mana to make it a little more imbalanced. Um, Makokoro, yep. Ask a memory, because we need more card draw at this moment. More than anything, we probably need no max hand size. We have a lot of stuff to get out of our hand. Brings it back to our turn. That's a final showdown. You know, the creatures on board aren't like that scary yet. So, play the Homeward Path. Horn of Greed. Yep, can't forget that. Mangara. Mangara can kill a thing. That would be a nice little protection policy. I should build Mangara.deck. That'd be fun. I should do that. It's funny, looking at cards makes me want to play more cards. Anyway, let's get the Keeper in. Let's get Redain in. Let's get this Hawk. And then we can leave up one for a blacksmith skill, which seems perfectly reasonable. The boots should move to Redain, I think. We can just put it straight to the bird and then do the bird thing after. We can pump something up. We'll pump up Redain. The Wind Crystal is in our hand. It'll be nice at some point. Yeah, send what we get. This we can send this also. Brima's triggers. Yeah, just keep it over here, I guess. Does it gotta go? Why can't we choose this? Isn't it over there? Oh, they scooped. All right. Well, I'm just gonna fizzle all his damage. Let's see what the vampire deck's got. I mean, we're soft to a board wipe. Yeah, I guess we could survive with something. That's indestructible, so I guess that would survive. Unless it's Deluge. Might as well do this. Scry 2, gain 2 life. Skull Clamp and Kabira Takedown. I don't think we need more card draw at the moment, so put that to the bottom. Kabira Takedown could be useful. We'll keep that on top. We'd put the boots somewhere. Feel okay about our commander. Let's protect Redane. Always love to see the instant speed mid combat scoop. Yep. Yep. I mean, and like, that attack wasn't even going to hurt that bad. They had blockers, right? Like, the 2 in the air was going to get in, but they could bounce Brimaz and maybe take like a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 more off the tokens. They're going to be at like 25. They're going to be fine. Have I added 2-mana Cloud into a bunch of Boros decks yet? No, I haven't. Ooh, they want to kill Redane. To me, if they want to kill Redane, that means that there's a reason that they want Redane dead. Which means there's probably a reason to use this blacksmith skill on it right now. Let's see if this induces a scoop. Yeah, I think we had 2 life that we would have gained lifelink. That I think we'll be okay. If we lose by 2 life, then we'll be sad. But okay, so opponent made. Interesting that they didn't go for our commander. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they must have something that Redane is making life terrible on. Yeah, I think that's everything. So, pass like that. Oh. Orzhov Basilica is going to bounce a land, and Redane will make that land come in tap. That might be why they were trying to shoot it when they tried to replay the basic. A deluge would blow us out really harshly right now if they have it. But even a Wrath of God would get through a lot of our things. Is that indestructible till next turn? Until your next turn, it gains indestructible. Yeah, okay. So a standard board wipe still leaves us with 2 creatures. Yeah, that's pretty legit, honestly. And that's what I was thinking. Like, when I was reading this thing, I'm like, man, that's two indestructible creatures is... You can do stuff with that, right? Like, that shuts down a lot of different board wipes and various things that kill your stuff. I'm of the opinion if you lost that game based entirely on that life gain loss, you were probably going to lose that game anyway. Yeah, right? Like, it's rare that like they would have exactly enough where that 2 life would have saved us, right? Especially from the fact that we're at 41. Like, being that we're at 41, that means that they need to have a lot of damage, and they probably have, if they have 41, they probably have a lot more than 41. Oh, what they get? They got a Charismatic Conqueror, 2/2 Vigilance. Whenever an artifact or creature an opponent controls enters untapped, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, you create a 1/1 with Vampire with lifelink. Oh, this is a flyer. We can block with the flyer. Oop, Mangara is going to trigger. More card draw for us. I mean, for the record, I would like it noted that us, the mono white deck, has had more cards in our hand than literally every other player at the table. So, yeah, this deck's working. We did catch Mangara, which is very good. I mean, there was some activations of group huggy stuff too, but like everyone else, yeah. Well, there's a dismantling wave. Yep. Use Redane, block the thing. Flying indestructible is a very good keyword. Very good thing. Very, very good thing. What is interesting is that, like, we can attack pretty big right here, but they still have another turn to try and make some impactful plays. Now, we have all kinds of stuff at our disposal. I would actually like them to get back into this a little bit. Like, we have so many tools. We didn't even get to use the Scouts warning, sadly. There may be a time at some point where it's relevant, but would require our opponent to wipe our board and all that sort of stuff. Don't know most of the Final Fantasy stuff, just played 3 and 7. Yeah, I played like 10 minutes of 7 20 something years ago. The White Sword is helpful for getting damage in. What do we have that blinks? The blinking doesn't really do anything, but the lands do. Let's get the Thespian stage. God, we have so many tools. Just have so many tools in play. I mean, I guess there's been 0 removal this game, so that's a thing. How much life gain do we have? 2 there? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, let's just get a sword. Why not? Oh, what does this say? They may tap that permanent. Yeah, we can tap that. Yeah, we can tap this. Put this on our commander. Do we put it? Yeah, we'll put it on our commander. Yep, keep attacking. Counter on the Mangara. There's a Pearl Medallion. Send it. Brimaz. We got more vampires. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we can tap this one also so they don't get the vampire. Yes. They're at 37, and this is a medium-sized hit, especially if they block. I guess if they take everything, it's probably about half their life, but yeah, we're going to see some blocks here. Okay, they're going to try to trade down the tokens, it looks like. That's not how to line that block up. Oh, hey, our Hawk's going to come back. Love that. It's back. No. They did miss block, though. But that token I don't think is going to matter in the scheme of things. They really need to hit a board wipe. That's a Hearthahome trigger. Who can we untap? We can put this back on the front side if we wanted to. I don't know that that makes sense. No, I don't think it makes sense. I guess if we really needed to remove something, okay, that's the thing to think about. Like, if there's a permanent on the board that you really need to get rid of, I don't know, like a Grave Pact or something, you could blink this and put it back on the front side. But for our purposes, I think we're just going to blink the Keeper. Get a Plains. No. They get another guy. I'm just gonna play the Pearl Medallion, so we're set up for next turn. Oh, that hit was bigger than I thought. They're down to 13? They were at 37. Is that really 25? Huh. Yeah, I guess that was really 25. Who knew? Wow, we're still just so many cards in hand. Uh, do they have? I don't think Scout's Warning is going to factor into this game, so down it goes. But it's a really cool trick when you get it to work. Oh, I forgot to move the boots. Whoops. Yep, I do that sometimes. I was going to sack the bird, but I forgot. Again, none of which probably matters. How much flying? I guess we don't have that. We have five in the. We have five in the air. It could be six. They have a couple things they can block with on the ground though, and then if stuff starts dying, they lose life, gain life. They should have the mana for a board wipe if they have the board wipe, and that's really what this is going to come down to. That, I mean, I'm trying to think of like what other impactful plays could they have. That's the one that gets you out of it easiest. A Grave Pact would be nasty. I guess if they did that though, then we blink our thing and then do that. Oh, also we have Dismantling Wave. Yeah, so I mean, I guess we're on. Nope, that's probably not going to do it. Attack. Okay. Attacking vampires you control have Death Touch and Lifelink. So, they can gain some life back. Probably send in the big one. Leave. So the problem is they only have Death Touch while they're attacking. You send them all. Sending them all. I don't think they can gain enough life back than the amount of damage that we have. And we draw a card. Skrelv. Oh, what is this? Oh, they have a Kindred boon? When did that show up? Did I miss that? I'm gonna throw the bird in front of this big guy. I think we probably just take the rest. Oh, they're trying to make the 4/3s what they're trying to do. Yeah, they never found a sack outlet. They go back to 27. I mean, I'm curious to see. Yeah, they don't have Death Touch now, so I don't know. Just send it. Crap, I forgot to move the boots again. Put it on Mangara. Send it. Oh, we have this one with boots? Yeah, I mean, if this doesn't get wrapped up this turn, then easy game over. You know what? We'll give him a blocker because like I'm having a good time, and we had a weird game up to this point where like two opponents scooped pretty premature. Did they just skip all blocks? Oh, they're still alive. Who knew? Who knew? All right. Well, we don't want to blink that because that has. We'll blink this one. Back down to 3. They get a thing. We're going to give them a little bit of a fighting chance. Just for kicks. What do we play? Because, like, if they have a farewell or something, that's a problem. I don't think we need... I guess that's our only board wipe. I don't envision myself playing onto Inversion in this moment. Mask should be a safe choice, generally speaking. And Mangara can give us a safety net if we need it. Boots on Mangara. Okay, we're down to 7 cards in hand. We'll pass like that. Got a couple tricks we can sit on. Yeah, I mean, again, we're back to, like, they really just need to wipe the board. Really, really need to wipe the board. What would be interesting is if they made all of their creatures indestructible. What happens if you remove this? I think you remove that. Yeah, I think if you remove that, they're no longer indestructible. So, like, that's a thing we can do. Yeah, so they're back to, like, it just needs to be a board wipe. Does that temple really have... does that precon really have Temple of the False God and Bounce Land in it? Good combo. Yeah. It's not the best. It's not the best. Each... Oh. Okay. All right, we're going to make this interesting then. Excellent. X, where X is the number of vampires you control. Seems pretty good. Okay, so what we should do... Crap, they can make things indestructible too. Okay. Let us exile... I'm tempted to say this thing because this is what's doing all of their damage right now. Without that, they don't have that much damage. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Even though there is a world in which we get Kindred Boom, but we still have the Dismantling Wave. Well, there's going to be a lot of triggers off that, too, is there? Probably not. That might have been... we can try to Kabir takedown. This... Olivia's Wrath, I haven't seen that one. Sweet for a vampire deck. Cruel Celebrant down. Okay, so that'll be good just because they won't get 4,000 triggers. Troublemakers lets them claw back into the game. Yeah, it will a little bit. Oh, now we could use that Scout's Warning. Now the Scouts... I'm like, yeah, if a board wipe never happens, Scout's Warning isn't going to matter. But if the board wipe does happen, then it's actually a cool play. Unfortunate. I mean, we probably just sit Final Showdown and clean them out at the end step and then, rebuild after that. Yeah, they cleaned us out real good there. Back to the command zone. It's okay. I want to see how this deck performs with, like, a little bit of interaction. Because up to this point, it's been a very uninteractive game. It's just been like group hug, us running past everyone, and then no one else really doing a lot about it. So I'm gonna find out what this deck's made of. Okay, they got a 4/3 flying vampire guy. It's a little scarier. Oh, Ketra. Okay, now we need to do some math. So we get 1, 2, 3. That gets us the wind crystal, and then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we should be able to double check this. Yeah, we should be able to final showdown at the end step. Yeah, I like that. And then we'll start rebuilding next turn. Wind crystal. They are back to 18. Wish to use the ability. Yes. Cerveza Cristal. I don't know why, but Stephen Colbert was doing a bit with that a couple years ago. Made me laugh. Yeah, we've been sitting on this final showdown, so I feel fine. Yeah, that explains why they wanted the swords the Redain. So yeah, they may have had that board wipe, but probably needed the mana to get to it. Um, and that's why we like Redain. Again, she's not like a hard lock, but she's really annoying. What's this do? Sacrifice a creature of the chosen type. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, we should do this now, just so they don't trick us with timing or anything. Final showdown. Oh, I guess they can still respond with this, I think. No, because it all happens at once. Down go the vampires. All right, we got a clean slate. Start this game over and see what we can do. I mean, we have 4 very good legends in our hand. Very, very good legends. That's a nasty one. Yeah, Mural is disgusting. Bloodline Necromancer. Enters, you may return a vampire from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Get back the big one. Yeah, get back the big one. Okay. Excuse me. What creature type are Oketra's tokens? That's a great question. They are 1/1 white warrior creature tokens with vigilance. They are warriors. Back to our turn. There's a land. Lands are nice. Let us get our commander. We have lots of nice cost reduction going. Yeah, 6/6 is pretty big. I think we get... We actually can't attack Mir. We can't attack him with Mural because of the because just how big that one creature is. Unless we use Skrelv. Yeah, we can't do that till next turn though. So I think we get... Okay, let's get Oketra. Because, yeah, Oketra can slam through. Ooh, that's a Rogue's Passage. Rogue's Passage can solve a lot of problems. Also, notably, opponents on 12 Commander. So that's a thing we could start thinking about also. Play Skrelv. Oh, we might get to try something interesting for science here. Okay. So, Boots on Skrelv. These 3 other creatures. Oh, we still need 1 more creature. Okay. So, let's get Mural. We're gonna Phyrexian mana this thing to get pro black. Do we want the Hearth? Yeah, we can get a Hearthenholm or we can get Mask of Memory. We cannot afford both. I think we need to refill, quite honestly. So, as much as I like the Hearthenholm, I think we're on the Mask of Memory here. We've actually, like, after the board wipe went off, we actually did deploy a lot of resources, so. Oh, that's nasty. The Activate 6 on there, that could be real good. I forgot to move the boots. Whoops. I was going to swing with Oketra right there. Oopsie. Well, I guess none of that's going to matter. Then, yeah, just move the boots back to... Move the boots to Oketra. Yeah, pass like that. Yeah, Mural is so strong. Grand Abolisher, plus it craps out tons of tokens. Oh, that's why you're asking about the creature types. X soldier artifact tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. Yeah, okay, so Oketra makes warriors, not soldiers, but that's okay. All the Odric's are soldiers despite being generals. That's interesting. That is interesting. I mean, I guess we could just activate that also. Flying and lifelink should be pretty good. Probably don't have enough to do both. Oh, Steer Command. Okay. Artifacts and creatures 3 or less. Yeah, well. That's going to hit a lot of their stuff too, though. Okay. Okay. Back to the command zone. Yeah, now we're going to have to lean on our commander pretty heavily because that was a lot of resources we just lost. I'd say we're actually probably about even, give or take. Welcoming Vampire. Actually, kind of. Welcoming Vampire is actually really good in this moment. It's a flyer, which we don't have any currently, and any ability to get card draw now is going to be a big deal. And opponent's going to come get us for 10. That's also a thing. So, yeah, we need to get to work. Urza's Ruinous Blast probably does a lot. Yep, Urza's... That seems like the correct play. Let's see. Can we get our commander first? How much commander? That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How much is this now? 7. Cool. That means we're one short. Makes me sad. Probably should have turned the Thespian stage into a Temple of the False God at some point. Oops. What that does mean, we can go... Yeah, we can go Ruinous Blast. Cleans that up. I'm going to save the Odric because we probably... no, we'll just get it. Tempo. Tempo matters. We've given them enough chances up to this point, so... And now, everyone's low on resources. Send in Mural. Make some soldiers. Board wipe fight, yeah. I'm actually glad because, just like steamrolling over them. Steamrolling over them, you don't get to see enough of the deck. Like, this deck is made to kind of drag the game out a little bit and just kind of be incremental value and stuff like that. We got a really weird opener with the group hug deck, so... It is getting late, though, and I actually would like to finish this game out so I can go to bed. Twilight Prophet, real magic card. Is this a precon? Do we know for a fact this is the precon? Back to our turn. Land is a little underwhelming. Crack. Plains. Commander. I'm going to Thespian stage the Temple of the False God like I should have done, even though we should Rogue's Passage. Send it. Mural. Oh, right. Yeah, right. We're unblockable. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. We don't need Rogue's Passage. Hey, I forgot we have this Odric. Yeah. I've been wanting to use this thing for a long time, and it's just, like, hard to do. You need the right deck, and then you generally need haste on him to be effective. If you do that, it can just win you the game, but it does take some setup to get there. Opponent goes down to 10. They're going to be in a worse spot now because now it needs to be like a deluge because of Oketra. A regular board wipe. A farewell would also do it. Did we already see the farewell? Yeah, regular board wipes don't do it here. Mono white Krenko for the win. Yeah. Yeah, Mural. Like, the token ability is good enough on its own. The fact that it's Grand Abolisher also is insane. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Target player draws X cards, loses X life, where X is the number of creatures they control the chosen type. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Uh-oh, we can die? How do we get rid of, we need to get rid of some soldiers. Wait, what happened? Did they choose the wrong creature type? They chose human. Oh, if they chose soldier, they would kill us. Yep, misclick from opponent. Wow. Yeah, they would have had us because that would have been 8, I think, right? That's 6. Is that a soldier? That's a soldier. That's a soldier. Yeah, so I think it's 8. Maybe we survive it too. Well, there it is. That's the game. That is the game. Glad we got to see like a little bit more of an extended game. Because yeah, steamrolling over everyone isn't really helpful. Yeah, this deck can grind though, right? Um, it was a little awkward because we didn't catch any like really good mana ramp throughout the game. Keeper of the Accord never triggered, and that was the thing. And I think we got maybe one or two Hearth and Home triggers, which is fine. But yeah, this commander is legit. There's a lot of things to like on here. Drawing a card, I mean, our hand was full throughout the entire first half of the game. It wasn't until like 2 board wipes went off that we even really kind of started using our cards. And then a removal spell, and then you transform into the backside, and then you indestructible, and the counters with more indestructible and more card draw. So good. Yeah, so this did not disappoint, and this is not at all a tuned deck list. I mean, it's decent. It's a decent deck list, but it's not like highly refined in any sense. So there's probably some things to tinker with here, and probably some little interactions to go even crazier with. But yeah, I'm impressed. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe, and we'll see you at the next live